Marla Sells, Carl Darlow, and you're watching Newcastle Fans TV.
Hello Newcastle fans, even welcome to a quick preview. We're going to be heading over to St James's Park in just a second, but before we do that, just a couple of injury news. Well, we're going to be missing these guys. So Orlando Aarons, we knew that he's been injured in the night when I was at the game on Tuesday. So he's now officially confirmed it's his fifth metatarsal bone in his foot. So he's going to be out for up to 2 weeks, which is a real shame because I thought this is the season where his left wing is his for taking. So it's a shame for the lad. But bigger news going forward, we'll talk about in a moment, Mitrovic and Gale, how it affects their side being injured as safety measures. I think it's the right call. I don't think that you should play players who could suffer more damage to the head, potentially. They could be fine to play, they may be not, but it's better be safe than sorry. Health is more important than a game of football. Right, so Newcastle released a statement on the Mitrovic and Gale saying, Newcastle can confirm that Mitrovic and Gale will miss the club's fixture against Brighton on Saturday after both players suffered concussions during the Magpies' win over Cheltenham. The club are adhering to the FA's concussion guidelines, which stipulate that and phased return to play protocol over a period of which must last over 6 days before return to competitive football. Paul Catterson, which is the head of medicine and science at Newcastle, I didn't even know we had one of them. The treatment and management of concussion in sport is received and deserved attention in recent years. We have to adhere by the guidelines set out by the FA in line with other competitive sports, which rightly puts the safety and health of players first, which is right. But it leaves a massive gap now up front because obviously Adam Armstrong was meant to be going out on loan, Rafa was saying. Perez, it looks like he's going to have to start, but he's done so well on the left wing. Will he keep him there? Will he play, because at the end of the Cheltenham game, for you who weren't there, you played Gouffran in the number 10 and Diarmi up front, which is madness. You kind of play that. Hopefully Rafa doesn't play that, but then there's Adam Armstrong to come in as well. Will he play? Will he play the one up front? So it's interesting, isn't it, that we've got a few injuries. So it's a massive dent because I think Brighton's a massive game on Saturday. So it's a shame that they're out injured. What we're going to do now is we're going to switch to St James's Park and have a chat with Casper, which was filmed yesterday before the injury of Mitrovic and Gale, and obviously Aarons was confirmed as well. So go and head over now. Casper, tell everybody where you're from. What do you do?
So I write a blog called toontimesblog.com. Been following Newcastle Fans TV for a while now. So I got in touch with Lee and we thought we'd do a quick preview for the game on Saturday.
Champion, there'll be the link in the description below. Have a look at some quality content. This lad's kind of gone far, so make sure you check it as well. And you'll probably see my face somewhere over there as well. Biggest game of the season, I would have to say it myself so far. Biggest test.
Yeah, this is a proper team in this league.
This is a football and pass and move team with wingers who can hurt us.
Good credentials. They've been
Great
there
manager.
and thereabouts for the last 3 years or something.
Do you think they'll come up?
I think they will, yeah.
Do you think they'll come up with us?
I think it'll be us, Norwich and Brighton.
In that position, do you think they'll be in the playoffs?
So, no, I think we will come second. Norwich will get the playoffs and Brighton will get
Brighton
first.
will win the league. Interesting, I've got that the other way around in my league prediction. So, Chris Hughton coming back.
Yeah.
Well respected.
Yeah.
Everybody likes him up here because he got promoted obviously last time.
I hope the fans give him a good
I think
reception because he deserves it.
Sacked by Ashley. I all know what happened next. Joe Kinnear come in. It was a bit of a joke how the club was ran.
Yeah.
So you get a nice reception, which is nice to see. Return of Kazenga Lawalawa as well.
Yeah.
He'll be probably coming off from the bench. He'll be a danger.
Yeah. Very pacey.
Very trickery,
Lamana's younger brother.
Yeah. So looking at their side, is there any notable key players? Well, I know what you're going to say.
Well, you've got to start by mentioning Anthony Knockaert.
Yeah.
The man he's top draw. I think he could play in the Premier League, and he scored the other week at Reading. He's a real danger. We'll have to watch out for him. I think he'll be deployed on the right, so he'll be cutting inside, or he might be more central.
He's a real threat. Newcastle obviously clearly put a bid in for Knockaert. I think that's a player gone now. Do you think they missed out, or do you still think there's hope there to get him?
I think by the sounds of it, it looks like talks never really actually commenced. There was a bit of interest, but I think that's all it was.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if we have Anthony Knockaert playing here for us, but
He'll be a real talent. I'm sure
Yeah.
he'll want to be up, especially this game. He'll want to be up for this live
Yeah.
on camera with Sky as well.
Glenn Murray
I was
as
about to
well,
say, Glenn
yeah.
Murray's another one. Fox in the box.
yeah, he's
All
been
he-
on good goal scoring form so far.
He's not very agile, is he?
No,
but he's
but-
that fox in the box.
If it falls to him in the 6-yard box, he's just
He's
going
there.
to poke it home.
He's there. He's not like.
He's
wow.
not going to score pretty goals. He'll
Yeah.
just get the job done.
Cross is coming in the box
Yeah.
by Knockaert.
Yeah.
Norwood from midfield supplying it as well. They've got a lot of strength and depth. They've got a couple of
Yeah.
foreign lads. I'm trying to think what it's called again. Yalom, I think it's called. So they do Lewis Dunk at the back,
Yeah.
which we were rumoured
Good
at.
player.
So they've got good championship players who could probably play in the bottom tier of the Premier League, in the bottom
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
Capable professionals. So it'll be a very interesting game. Newcastle, on the other hand, Rafa, do you think they'll change it around? Tinkerman.
I
Who would you
think
like
there
to-
will be changes.
Would you like to see Perez kept in? Because
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I would like to see him played. My front four would be I would play a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
Mitro coming back, play him up top. We know what he's all about. Deploy Dwight Gale behind in the kind of
Number
off
10
the big
slash-
man
yeah,
role,
big
number
man.
10, yeah. Matt Ritchie on the right and Perez on the left.
Yeah, he done really well. He got his 2 goals. I'll be
We're
disappointed.
at home. I don't think we need to play Gouffran. You can't be too
kinda
defensive
drop-
in this league.
you
You've got to
kinda-
go
yeah.
out there.
You kind of drop Perez going 2 goals. Sure.
Yeah, first
but
one
it's
as
Rafa,
well.
though.
Great finish.
He could literally drop
Yeah.
and say, right, I don't care.
Could play
he doesn't care who
Gouffran
you
left
are.
back for all we know.
He doesn't
Like,
care whether you're captain, he'll drop you.
yeah, exactly.
So it'd be interesting again to see his line up against Brighton.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this
I'm
one.
expecting it to be in a Lascelles and Bemba partnership.
Yeah, I would have thought
I think
so.
the game's a bit early for DeAndre Yedlin.
Yeah.
I would expect to see Vernon Anita
Yeah, I
at
would.
right back.
Yeah, Dominic coming at left back, I would expect. But
yeah.
Gamas, to be fair, in the second half, had a
played
great,
well,
great
yeah.
link up with Perez in
Yeah,
the second half.
so-
So we just don't know. It's Rafa.
Yeah,
You just
I
kinda,
think we saw from who he had on his bench against Cheltenham 5 people who, like, I think could be his go-to men. Isaac Hayden, Dwight Gale, and that bench included Gouffran, so perhaps he is resting him to play him this weekend.
We'll have to see. I'm really
Yeah.
excited about it. I think Newcastle are going to have to look at this game and think, right, Brighton are going to have a lot of the ball.
Yeah.
They pass and move. They're going
to come at us.
to attack us. Maybe that works in Newcastle's favour because the last 2 teams have played teams
Make it a bit more open,
Both teams, I think, will play counter against each other personally.
Yeah.
Because they'll attack. Brighton won't be scared to come attack against. And it wouldn't be surprised if they pinch a win. It wouldn't surprise me massively. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw.
Yeah.
What about you?
I fancy a 2-1, so Dwight Gale and Jose Perez among the goals. I think they're the men in form, and I fancy Gale just to continue his run.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching Newcastle's Fans TV. Make sure you check out this man's blog. It'll be in the comments and the subscription down below.